Hey there, and welcome back to the Magically Accessible Travel Podcast, where we talk about all things travel through a disability lens. I'm your host, Leilani, autistic travel advocate and designer, and your go-to guide for trips that actually work for your access needs. Today's episode is a deep dive into air travel, the good, the hard, and the real when you're disabled. We're talking wheelchair assistance, traveling with mobility devices, sensory overload, communication tips, and how to advocate at every step of your journey. If flying stresses you out or feels totally inaccessible, I hear you and I've got you. So let's take off. Air travel starts long before you step foot into the airplane, so let's talk pre-trip preparations. Call the airline in advance, not just for booking, but to flag your access needs. Most airlines have a special assistance line. You can request airport wheelchair service, assistance getting through security, help boarding or deplaning, permission to pre-board, or alert them about traveling with your own mobility device. If you're bringing a wheelchair, power chair, or scooter, ask about their handling procedures. Sadly, damage during loading is still too common. Get photos of your chair beforehand and label everything with your name and phone number. If you're traveling with a service animal, make sure you know what documentation that specific airline requires, as you're typically required to fill out a form so they know that you'll be traveling with a service animal. Once you're at the airport, self-advocacy really starts to kick in. First up, check-in. Let the agent know your access needs again. If you need gateside boarding, a manual chair push, or TSA support, say so clearly. It helps to have a short script ready, like, "Hi, I'm traveling with a sensory sensitivity and mobility challenges. I've requested pre-board and TSA assistance. Can you confirm those are noted on my account?" Next up, TSA security. Remember, you have rights. If you use a mobility aid or medical device, you are not required to remove them unless you consent. You can also request a private screening, a companion presence, or no separation from your assistive technology. As an autistic traveler, TSA can be overwhelming. The sounds, the unpredictability, the lack of personal space. I bring noise-canceling headphones, a communication card, and I often say, "I'm autistic and get overwhelmed by fast instructions. Please speak slowly and clearly." I've had a mix of responses, but the clarity helps, and honestly, so does confidence. Okay, let's talk sensory overload. Airports and planes are full of sensory triggers. Bright lights, constant noise, unexpected announcements, strong smells, tight spaces, people bumping into you. If you feel overwhelmed just hearing these, don't worry, you're not alone. My go-to tools include sunglasses or a hat, fidgets or stim toys, chewing gum, downloaded playlists, videos, or calm podcasts, and a visual schedule on my phone. Tip: use airport maps to locate sensory rooms or quiet spaces. More airports are building them, and they're lifesavers. Seattle, Tacoma, and Pittsburgh both have fantastic ones. Now, let's talk about the actual flight. First up, boarding. If you've requested assistance, you'll likely board early, which gives you time to get settled without feeling rushed. You can ask to pre-board with a companion, have your mobility device gate checked, or bring medical or sensory bags on board in addition to your carry-on. Note, under the Air Carrier Access Act in the United States, you're allowed to bring medical supplies or mobility gear, and they don't count towards baggage limits. Make sure to bring anything you need for comfort or regulation in flight. This might include medication, heating pads, communication supports, weighted lap pads, familiar snacks, or entertainment. I always pack a small calming kit, including fidgets, a cold blanket, familiar snacks, and a stuffed animal. And finally, landing. If you're waiting for an aisle chair or mobility device, be prepared to be the last to deplane. This is normal, but still super annoying. Don't be afraid to advocate if your needs aren't being prioritized, especially if you have a short turnaround, such as a connecting flight. Traveling by air when you're disabled can be a lot. And here's what I want you to take away. Number one, you deserve access, and you can ask for it without apologizing. Number two, preparation isn't about overthinking. It's how we create freedom. Number three, you are allowed to regulate, stim, or speak up, even if it makes others uncomfortable. Finally, number four, there is no shame in needing help. That's not weakness, it's wisdom. Thanks for flying through this episode with me. If you found it helpful, please share it with a friend, leave a review, or tag me on social media at Magically Accessible Travel. And if you're planning a flight and want help navigating accessibility, documentation, or anxiety around air travel, I offer personalized support. Just head to magicallyaccessibletravel.com and click Contact. Until next time, remember, travel should meet you where you're at, and I'm here to help you get there.